Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Glenn Tompkins. Today I've got another video for you, hot and heavy off the press. The first video for this series was a good, it was very well received. So now this is EV charging stocks part 2. I've got 4 more stocks to give to you for you to keep your eyes on. And if you want to know what they are, you sit right there. Hey everybody, Glenn Tompkins, senior instructor here on our YouTube channel, and I say it all the time, I love bringing these videos to your attention. Why? Because there's some great possibilities of stocks in these videos, and sometimes the news is just the news, and these stocks are not well worth it when we look into the VectorVest system and analyze the stocks. So I think that, keeping in mind, the first video talked about money actually going out to the individual states for them to start building infrastructure for charging stations for electric vehicles. Why? More and more electric vehicles are getting out on the road. More and more big name manufacturers are coming along and saying they have a commitment to electric vehicles. You see more commercials on TV about them as well. They need to be charged. And now here's another group of 4 stocks for you. And actually at the end, if you stay to the end, there's going to be there's a watch list of 11 stocks overall. 3 of them we didn't even talk about in the series, in the 2 videos, but they are stocks that I still want you to keep your eyes on. So if you're ready, if you're brand new to the channel, I always say to you, please hit the subscribe button, especially if you like the content. If you like the content as well, don't forget to smash that like button and then hit the bell icon so that when new videos like this come out, you will get an alert and you'll never be behind or you'll never be left out of the know. All right, here's my slide deck for EV charging stocks part 2. And I'm going to have 4 stocks. We're going to do a little bit of in-depth. I've got these pieces of information from different articles that are out there. The same thing I do for Midday Market or for Trending Thursday. I rely very heavily on the news, but I use the VectorVest system to analyze the stocks. All right, so let's get into the first stock, Beam. And I'm going to take my camera off here during this so you can read it all. Beam Global, NASDAQ ticker symbol BEEM, a clean tech company that offers EV charging infrastructure. That's what this video is all about. The company's charging products are powered entirely by renewable energy. So clean energy to make clean energy. Some of the company's commercial clients include AbbVie, Alphabet, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, big name companies, right? The company also had contracts with NASA and the U.S. Marine Corps. Hoorah! For all of you who did not know, I am a United States Marine. The company's revenue is in the third quarter grew 63% to $2.2 million, up from 1.24 million. What is that? 2.5? A little less than double. A lot more less than double. In quarter 3, shares of Beam Global jumped 12% in the past 6 months, and Intrinsic Edge Capital and Arosa Capital Management are 2 biggest stakeholders of Beam. You notice the theme on these stocks that I'm showing you? Big money is backing them. Big money is backing. Now, in this, though, it says overall 4 funds were bullish on Beam by the end of September quarter compared to 5 in the previous quarter. So it's a little bit of pullback. But I like, in essence, that big money is backing these companies. All right, so that's the first stock. Next stock is ABB. ABB is a Swiss electrification and robotics company. Among its offerings, so it's got more than just this, but among its offerings are electrical vehicle charging products. The company provides everything from residential EV charging stations to heavy-duty truck fast charging solutions. That's another side of the charging space, is how quickly the vehicles can be charged. So I love that the charging stations are out there, and I think that there's going to be a focused effort on trying to charge these cars in as short a time as possible. Revenue in the third quarter came in at $7 billion, an increase of 7% over the year. All right. Next stock in here is SPWR. SunPower, which is a clean energy company as well, has collaborated with Wallbox NV to use solar energy to power electric vehicles. I've seen the commercials for Wallbox as chargers. The California-based solar energy provider started installing EV charging stations for Wallbox customers in July of 2021. 3.9 million shares worth $89 million. The New York-based investment firm DE Shaw is the biggest shareholder of SunPower. Overall, 22 hedge funds own shares of solar energy company at the end of September compared to 25 in quarter two. Another one where a few hedge holders or hedge funds pulled back, but still a lot nonetheless. Well, it all depends. A lot is relative, right? The company's revenue grew 17%, so it is growing, to $326 million in the third quarter, up from $474 million in the second quarter. SunPower's corporation's residential solar energy business added 14,000 new customers during the period, representing a 29% increase. So they do solar power, but they do offer charging stations for vehicles. That makes smart, right? If you're going to get solar panels on your house and you have an electric vehicle, that becomes a one-stop shop for both things, right? All right. And the last one, everybody knows this is the big boy in the space, Tesla. Gained 84% in the past 6 months. The California-based EV manufacturer is the most valuable autonomous vehicle company, accounting for 21% of the global EV market. Elon Musk has unloaded nearly $10 billion of stock in this month, yet the stock remains stabilized over $1 trillion market cap. So this story is a little older, but I'm setting the baseline for what the company is all about. At the end of September, 60 out of 867 elite funds tracked by Insider Monkey had a total stake of $10 billion in Tesla. So everybody's got hedge funds in all of these stocks, but Tesla, again, by far is the big boy. In quarter three, the company installed 288 new superchargers, increasing the total number of Tesla's charging stations globally by 49%. They've got 3,250 charging stations out there. The EV behemoth completed the construction of its supercharger production plant in Shanghai as part of its expansion. Folks, now you know why everybody is chasing the big boy, Tesla, because there is no doubt about it. They are the big boy. All right, let's go into the system now. And from the system, here's my 11 stocks altogether. All right, we're going to talk about Tesla. Look at where ABB, we just talked about, sits in this list. There's 11 stocks sorted by our master indicator, VST. Notice, only 2 stocks have a VST of 1 or higher. This is still a speculative space, but even from the speculativity, ooh, that's a good Glennism. Even with that word that I just said, with the money going out to the states for this project, these are going to start to have to go up in price. Why? Because people are going to have to buy them. I'm just putting that out there. All right, just putting that out there. What I showed you in the last time was here's my 11. This is in my YouTube Trending Thursday watch lists specifically for EV chargers. I want to right click again and view the watch list average. And let's go take a look sitting in a channel. When EV started taking off, way back in September, October of last year, look what the chargers did. Whoo-wee. Since then, they've come off because it's taken a lot of time for this infrastructure bill to go through, what was going to go through, what wasn't going to go through. Now the money is going to start to be dispersed out to the states. I don't mind all of these stocks as a whole being in a channel right now. But once the money and once this all comes to fruition, I expect to see these stocks take off from this level of support. All right, so that's looking at all of the stocks. So in this video, we looked at Tesla, we looked at ABB, we looked at SunPower, And what was the last one? Beam. Now notice that Beam is all the way at the bottom of the list by VST. This is the stock that's hurting the most, but we saw the information on Beam and what it was all about. Notice that all of these stocks, for the most part too, will be overvalued, and especially with Tesla. So I still think that this space will come into its own. I'm not telling you to buy them now, but I am keeping you in tune with what you should have in your watch list of stocks. And notice that ABB, the Swiss company, is the only stock that we're looking at right now that does have a hold recommendation, as it falls number 2 on the list. All right, let's turn around. Let's view the stocks graphs. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. And I see Tesla. Tesla's selling cars out of the pack automatically already. I talked about it in Trending Thursday. If you haven't watched it, go back and please check it out. They're coming out of the gate selling cars at the beginning of the year already. So just keep your eyes on Tesla. This is just a down day and level of support in a channel. Don't ever sleep on Tesla. ABB, the Swiss company, a little bit of a channel as well, very gappy. So there's not a whole bunch of stability in price action, even though it is moving sideways. Again, I do like the stock based on the news. I do like the stock. It's got good upside potential, relative value above 1, relative safety above 1. So fundamentally, the stock is sound, and the company makes money and they grow their earnings at a clip of 15% a year. Just keep your eyes on it. Again, none of these stocks I'm telling you to buy now. SunPower, which is the solar power company that is in line or working along with charging up cars as well. It's a dual side. This is one of those companies that have taken the bull by the horns and they're working it. So why not, if you're going to be in a customer's house for solar panels, why not be able to charge their cars as well? Notice that all 3 of the stocks that we just looked at are doing what? Moving sideways. They're not going up, they're not going down, but they are middling. And as I say, keep your eye on that news. And last but not least, Beam was in a definite pullback, had a little bit of a jump start to get out of it, pulling back right now, RT below 1. All of these stocks are stocks that I want you to keep on your watch list. Now, the stocks that we haven't talked about, I don't think, were NEO. So I'm looking for 3 of them. We didn't talk about NEO. I don't think we talked about NVVE. And I don't remember if we talked about Rivian or not. I think these are the 3 stocks that we did not talk about. So in bonus, here's 3 other stocks that are in the space of making electrical charges as well. All right, so you've got a list of 11 stocks. They don't look so sweet right now. They really don't. But as this money is starting to get pushed out, these companies are going to have the opportunity to start to rise. Keep these stocks on your watch list and you'll thank me later. At least I hope so. All right. If you like the content, again, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. And all together, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will be alerted when new videos like this come out. Folks, this video is over. And until the next time, see ya.